Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at King in Black, Issue 1. This is a 5-part miniseries from Marvel Comics from 2021. It's written by Donny Cates, pencils by Ryan Stegman, J.P. Mayer inker, Frank Martin color artist, Clayton Cowles letterer, covered by Ryan Stegman, J.P. Mayer, and Frank Martin. Assistant editor was Danny Cates, editor Devin Lewis, executive editor Nick Lowe. Cover's pretty good, does relate, but it's mainly just a pinup. So the King in Black has arrived. The Avengers set out to try and stop him and evacuate major areas, and while the initial volley of exploding Kree ships that they had in the upper atmosphere left over from Empire did stop some of the monsters, it didn't stop anywhere near enough. Eddie locks Dylan in this safe room that Spider-Man had left over from his encounters with Ezekiel. Probably should have been footnoted. The X-Men show up to help out too. No sign of Thor though, and even worse, Knull has some old Celestials that are wrapped up in symbiotes. Sentry shows up to help, and that does not go well at all, and things are looking really grim for the heroes. It looks like the Avengers are down. Venom decides to try and do something kind of rash, and it backfires horribly, and Eddie is in a very bad predicament at the end of the book. Now, the cliffhanger ending was good, very comic book, I'll give them that. There is a really good timeline and explanation of various things that happened in the back of the book, as well as a checklist for the reading order. I'm not going to read most of that stuff, but overall, the checklist and the background information were pretty helpful. There's a good timeline there to kind of keep readers up to date that may have missed some stuff. But if you haven't been reading the Venom series up till now, there's going to be a lot of missing context as to how things got here. But overall, it was actually a pretty good issue. It's a real bummer issue too. A lot of bad things happened to a lot of heroes, but it looks like one hero may have actually died, and it really left off on a good cliffhanger. This was actually a surprisingly good issue. I was really worried after reading Venom Beyond, but this one has been pretty solid. And at $6, I expect it to be a lot worse, but it's actually not bad. Paper quality's good, cover quality's real nice, shockingly. Not a big fan of Stegman's art. I think it looks a little boxy at times, but Venom looks really cool. So I'd recommend this. I thought it was pretty good so far. Hopefully the next issues are good, and we'll see how they go. But for now, this is a recommend. It's a pretty thick issue with a lot of story going on, so there's a lot in the issue, and that really surprised me, because Marvel's been really lax on the actual storytelling, where they tend to pad things out with a bunch of unnecessary scenes. There's not a whole lot of that in here. A little bit, but not nearly what Marvel usually does. So I'm going to recommend this. So far, the miniseries is off to a great start. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.